Have you ever witnessed a light so brilliant it outshone the sun, a moment where heaven and earth converged in a spectacle of divine glory? This is not mere fantasy, but a sacred event witnessed by the chosen few, a glimpse into the true nature of Christ. This is the Transfiguration. In the Gospel of Matthew chapter 17, we are told that after 6 days, Jesus took with him Peter, James, and John the brother of James, and led them up a high mountain by themselves. There on that solitary peak, often identified as Mount Tabor, something extraordinary occurred. He was transfigured before them. His face shone like the sun, and his clothes became as white as the light. Imagine that sight. The humble teacher they knew, now radiating a celestial brilliance, a light so pure and intense it defied earthly description. It was a manifestation of his divine essence, a revelation that he was more than just a man. Suddenly, they were not alone. 2 figures appeared conversing with Jesus. They were Moses and Elijah, the great lawgiver and the great prophet of the Hebrew Scriptures. Moses, who received the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai, and Elijah, who was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind, represented the law and the prophets. Their presence testified that Jesus was the fulfillment of all that had been written, the culmination of God's entire plan for salvation. Peter, overwhelmed by the spectacle, exclaimed, "Lord, it is good for us to be here. If you wish, I will put up 3 shelters, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." But as he spoke, an even greater marvel unfolded. A bright cloud enveloped them, and from within the cloud a voice boomed with divine authority, the very voice of God the Father. It declared, "This is my Son whom I love. With him I am well pleased. Listen to him." The disciples, struck with terror and awe, fell face down to the ground. In that moment, the Holy Trinity was revealed, the Father's voice, the Son's glorified form, and the Holy Spirit in the shining cloud. Jesus then came and touched them. "Get up," he said. "Don't be afraid." When they looked up, they saw no one except Jesus. This profound experience was a foretaste of the resurrection, a beacon of hope to strengthen the apostles for the trial of the crucifixion that was to come. It affirms that through the suffering of the cross, we too are called to share in the glory of Christ, to be transfigured with him in the kingdom of heaven.